This is the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge from AT&T. What's in the box? Well, not a whole lot of surprises except one little accessory that we will have to get to here in a moment. The box makes it really simple to get inside as there is no tape or adhesive to remove, which is always something that I like to see. We'll find an AT&T Get Started packet sitting right on top of the silver titanium Galaxy S7 Edge, which I'm going to set off to the side for now. Underneath, we'll find an AT&T 4G LTE SIM card pre-activated for my review, so thank you AT&T. There's a packet containing a SIM card ejector tool along with some more literature from both AT&T and Samsung. Now we'll start to find some accessories. So there's a pair of earphones with a blue tint to them. They look pretty decent. I think they look pretty stylish. There is a quick charging wall wart and a micro USB cable. Would have liked to have seen a USB Type-C cable, but that is unfortunately not the case. The most interesting accessory included is actually a micro USB to USB adapter. The accessory, isn't unusual. The fact that it's included in the box when typically it's not included with Samsung products, that I think is what's unusual. But this is what you're here for, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. If we remove all the plastic, we'll start to appreciate the absolutely beautiful design that is right in line with the design of the S6 and the S6 Edge. But that's not a bad thing. For starters, I'm in love with the silver titanium color combo. It's absolutely beautiful, even if it is an absolute fingerprint magnet. The most fundamental change with the design beyond the increased size is the curved back edges, which really help the device fit great, fit very comfortably in the hand. If you remember last year, one of my main gripes with the S6 Edge was with how sharp it felt in the hand. That's less of a problem now, even though the sides are still very narrow and thin with the curved display, but the device does feel really good in the hand. In addition to the water-resistant IP68 certified design, we also have a micro SD card slot now present as well for expandable storage. I really appreciate Samsung adding that feature. Now, Samsung, give me a removable battery. Make it happen. Maybe call up LG. Now, the display is much bigger than the S6 Edge display, measuring in at 5.5 inches. It features the same 2560 by 1440 resolution and Super AMOLED display type. They've tweaked the display ever so much to further enhance its performance, but in my opinion, they didn't have to fix much at all. The display was stunning last year, and based off first impressions, it's stunning this year. What we do have now is an always-on display that gives us access to, quote, no time touch, calendar, and notifications. And it has a very limited impact on the battery since none of the black pixels are illuminated. But the curved edges give us additional features. There's Tasks Edge, People Edge, a pane for Yahoo News or sports scores, stocks, you name it. Samsung has actually given us the ability to customize each panel to our liking with various content as well as various placement and transparency levels. This feature is not new, it just features more apps. Instead of one row of apps or info, you get 2 rows worth of apps and various info, all of which should be accessible with a one-finger swipe of the thumb. The S7 Edge is one of the first smartphones to feature the new Snapdragon 820 quad-core processor with 4 GB of RAM. The internal specifications offer, in my opinion, more than enough power on paper. It's the software that I think that I will really be paying close attention to over the course of the next couple of weeks or so. TouchWiz has really come a long way over the last several years, let alone the last couple of years or even the last year. It's not my preferred skin, but it looks decent and performs pretty well overall. I actually envy some of the TouchWiz features not found in stock Android Marshmallow, like multi-window support and freeform apps, both of which are coming, though, in Android N. Now, we're going to spend a lot of time with the camera of the S7 and S7 Edge here on PhoneDog. They both feature the same optics, a 12-megapixel sensor with an f1.7 aperture and optical image stabilization. Some of the sample photos I've captured with this phone in low light are really good. Another area I do want to touch on before I sign off is the battery life. So Samsung has decided to thicken the S7 Edge to 7.9mm from the 7mm thick S6 Edge to add a larger 3600 mAh battery. Many of the reports are claiming it can last a solid 5 to 6 hours of screen on time per charge, which is much better than the 3 to 4 hours of on-screen time with the S6 Edge. I think it's very commendable for Samsung to add a bigger, thicker battery in favor of producing a smaller, thinner phone with a smaller battery. The last thing I will add is that the speaker quality is garbage, probably one of the worst flagship smartphone speakers I've heard in recent memory. I don't know if it's because of the water resistance or not, but it's really not that good, unfortunately. With that said, this is the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge from AT&T. If you want to purchase this device on Amazon or AT&T for about $27 a month with AT&T Next, or about $800 off contract, I'll leave a link to do so in the description. AT&T actually has a buy one get one deal right now, so if you and a family member or a significant other are due for an upgrade, I wouldn't pass up that offer. As always, I'm BoHD from PhoneDog.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you right back here in the next one. See ya.